Hello guys, this is Jeff from The Greatest Journey. As I have mentioned in my first Soul Searching episode, my family and I came to Korea with different interests and expectations. So we decided to set aside a day to take it easy and so that everyone can do what he or she likes. While my family is strolling Hongdae, a youth-oriented shopping district, I'm spending most of the day at the National Museum of Korea, the third most visited museum in the world in the year 2025. Entrance to Korea's best and most comprehensive museum is still free as of May 2026. I read that it will start charging an admission fee in the very near future. I have read the DK Eyewitness Top 10 Soul Guide and watched several YouTube videos, so I know what to see at the museum. My tip to most, especially those who are not interested in museums and history in general, is to just look for the highlights. In this episode, I will show you which ones they are. Join me. The first museum highlight I visit is on the ground floor at the Prehistory and Ancient History Gallery. The Golden Crown and Belt excavated from Hwangnam Daecheong tomb in Gyeongju. The crowns of the Silla kingdom used the tree as a symbol of sovereign power. The 10-story pagoda is the undisputed centerpiece of the museum. What is most interesting about it is the story of how it got here. The pagoda originally stood at the temple site in present-day North Korea, but it was stolen by a Japanese officer in 1907 and taken back to Japan. It was eventually returned to Korea in 1918 due to international pressure. Can we marvel at this artifact today if it had not been stolen by the Japanese officer? In the room of quiet contemplation on the second floor are two Pensive Bodhisattva statues. They were crafted in the image of the young Siddhartha, the Buddha, at the moment he attains enlightenment after profound thought. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the expression of these Bodhisattva figures inspired many to live through those hard times. From the Buddhist sculpture gallery on the third floor, we can see a large painting extending up from the calligraphy and painting gallery on the second floor. The museum guide explains that in the past, there were just too many devotees to Buddhism that temples were not big enough to accommodate the worshippers, and large paintings of the Buddha had to be erected on outdoor grounds. At the Celadon Gallery, we are led to the incense burner with open-work geometric design. Korea's Goryeo dynasty, a contemporary of the Song dynasty, was the second country to produce Celadon after its discovery in China. This incense burner is a masterpiece of Goryeo Celadon because of its color, decorativeness, and profound beauty.
Very beautiful outer appearance. At the Buncheong Ware and White Porcelain Gallery, I searched for the moon jar. White porcelain jars are a unique Joseon dynasty craft that has no contemporary counterpart in China and Japan. The item is called a moon jar for resembling a large full moon. It is special for its imperfect symmetry and slightly distorted shape. Next, I entered the Joseon Tree Gallery to see the Wegyu Janggak Uigwe, detailed illustrated texts that record Joseon period state rites and ceremonies. The texts were looted by French troops during the French campaign against Korea in 1866 and were kept at the Bibliothèque Nationale de France for more than 100 years until they were discovered by a Korean scholar. They were returned to Korea in 2011 on a renewable loan basis. Before I end my museum visit, I check out a peculiar exhibit at the Donations Gallery. It is not Korean. A Greek bronze helmet was awarded to Korean marathoner Song Ki-chung in addition to his gold medal at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. At the time, he competed as an athlete of Japan since it was the colonial period. He donated the bronze helmet to the museum because he believes that it belongs to the Korean people. Another interesting fact about this story is that Son did not receive the helmet until 1986. It was kept at the Charlottenburg Museum in Berlin for 50 years. Because the waiting time at the museum's restaurants is long, I return to Myeongdong to lunch at Wangbijip, a popular grill restaurant. It has very reasonably priced lunch specials.
Touchable,